everybody, Natasha Wilkinson here, your independent scentsy consultant from Mount Isa, Australia. So, we're about to go through my empties for the month of June. I know it's a few days early, but we're about to, on Tuesday, head off to the Gold Coast. I'm about to go to Scentsy family reunion, which is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to get to see some amazing speeches and some amazing training on Scentsy. I'm going to get to see some sneak peeks, and generally I'm going to get to catch up with some of my Scentsy friends. So I'm going to fill my cup with a lot of Scentsy fun and fantastic things up at the Gold Coast. At the same time, of course, I will be taking my husband and the kids, and we'll be doing a bit of a family vacation after the convention as well. So because of that, we're leaving in 2 days, so I thought I may as well do the empties for the month of June now, because when I get back it's going to be July and June will be over anyhow. So this is basically what we would have gone through in June, except for the few short days of what I plan on bringing with me to the Gold Coast. So let's delve into it, shall we? And I will say, I've also, about 2 weeks ago, I filmed a Scentsy Club haul and the With Box, and I forgot to actually post it up here. So I will be posting those 2 videos. I actually forgot to post up a little bit later. Silly me, thought she had posted them when she hadn't. But let's talk about my Scentsy empties for June, shall we? And I do have a couple of other videos I want to get done before we go as well. So stay tuned for them as well. Scentsy empties, let's delve into that before my mind wanders again. So, as always, I do try to start off with my non-wax products. If you can hear noise in the background, it is the school holidays. The kids are home. It's always crazy here when the kids are home. So I got through a all-purpose cleaner concentrate in Make a Splash. I use this primarily for mopping our wood floors, and I do sometimes remake counter cleans out of them, but generally I use this as the all-purpose cleaner to clean the house, in particular mopping our floors. I don't mind the fragrance Make a Splash. It's a melon green aquatic scent. The melony notes add a little bit of a sweetness to it. I definitely prefer this over Daydream Oasis. I'm not a fan of Daydream Oasis in either the wax or the cleaning, but I do quite enjoy Make a Splash. It's a summery, as I said, aquatic scent. If I were to choose a green aquatic scent, it would definitely, as I said, be Make a Splash over Daydream Oasis. Then I got through a dish soap in Winterberry Apple Tea. This was from one of our Christmas collections. We no longer have dish soap in our catalogue. They are planning on bringing it to us hopefully in future limited time onlys. I do have a small stockpile of the dish soap because I really do enjoy Scentsy's dish soap, but we are slowly getting through the stockpiles of dish soaps I do have. There could be a few left in the clearance section from when they leave it out of the catalogue. I'm not sure. I know Winterberry Apple Tea is definitely not in there, but there may be a few other fragrances. But as I said, I do enjoy the dish soap, and I will be quite a sad puppy when I have depleted my stockpile. I'm hoping before then they do come out with one of their limited time collections with it in there, so I can just grab a few more. I finished up my Scentsy Fresh and Snow Kissed Cranberry. If you watched last month's empties, you would have seen me finish off 2 Scentsy Freshes. This is the 3rd one. I did say I had like 3 on the go. So now I've completely finished off the Scentsy Freshes I have opened. I can open a new one. I tend to have a few on the go with Scentsy Fresh, which is why it usually takes me a long period of time before you probably see this particular item pop up in my empties. It's not that I don't use it, it's just that I tend to have a few going at once. I use it to basically spray the sheets, to spray the mattresses and things like that. Wardrobe in between washing, you can spray your curtains. Snow-kissed cranberry I was actually using at Christmas time to spray our fake Christmas tree to give it a little bit more of a Christmas tree smell. But it's basically like a Febreze cleaner just to freshen up areas that you may not be washing constantly. And then I got through the Counter Cleaning Daydream Oasis. As I said, this wasn't my favourite fragrance for cleaning. It's very green. If you like those green, cucumbery, spa-like fragrances, you would probably like this fragrance. This is not a fragrance for me. I much prefer Make a Splash. I really love Coastal Sunset. I like and enjoy Squeeze the Day in cleaning products. For me, I had this because it came in a whiff box, and then I had another set of this because it came in a consultant kit, but it's not one I would go out of my way to buy. Counter Clean, yes, I live for the Counter Clean. It's like an everything cleaner in our house, and when you've got 4 kids, this is gold. But the fragrance, no. It's not something I'd go out of my way to buy. I will purchase Counter Clean, don't get me wrong, but I'll purchase it in a different fragrance. And as I said, Counter Clean is an everything for me. So I definitely love my Counter Clean. I just wasn't a fan of the Daydream Oasis fragrance. So, speaking of Coastal Sunset, another dish soap has been used up in Coastal Sunset. So I tend to have 2 dish soaps on the go at once. I have one in the kitchen and one in the laundry. And it seems they've both been used up. So the laundry one's used to wash the pets' dishes, things like that, the cat little trays between changing. And then of course the one in the kitchen is for our dishes and for our human consumption use. So I have also used up a dish soap in Coastal Sunset. Coastal Sunset is by far my favourite cleaning fragrance out of the clean range that we've got available at the moment. And it's the one I'm probably purchasing the most at the moment too. It's just this beautiful combination of tropical and fresh, coconutty, summery and clean. Absolutely love Coastal Sunset in both the wax and the cleaning, and surprisingly enjoying it as much in the cleaning as I have. I haven't been turned off by the wax with this particular fragrance. I know when we had Blue Grotto in the Bring Back My Bar, I was really excited for that. This was going back a year and a half ago now that we had Blue Grotto in the Bring Back My Bar. I was really excited to try the wax because I love the cleaning products in Blue Grotto so much, and we didn't have that in our catalogue, and I was thinking I was going to love the wax in Blue Grotto. And when I got it and warmed it, it just reminded me of the cleaning products, and all I could think of was cleaning with Blue Grotto. So I'm quite happy that that hasn't been the case with the Coastal Sunset. I can still enjoy the wax in the Coastal Sunset as well as enjoy the cleaning, even though this is my favourite cleaning scent. So then we have there should be 4 of them. I don't know where the 4th one is, but I've gone through 4 Fiji flower dryer discs, a Fiji flower washer whiffs, and well, there's the 4th Fiji flower dry disc. Should I go through a laundry? I may have been out of the laundry. So I used the washer whiffs and the dryer discs, I think with just because I do need to do another laundry shop. I do need to do another cleaning shop. I tend to run out of all my laundry and all my cleaning at the same time. So I had washer whiffs and dryer discs in Fiji Flower. I thought I had a laundry, but I may have just been using a generic unscented laundry from Coles or Woolworths, because I do need to go do another shop for my laundry and cleaning. So I have been enjoying Fiji Flower in the laundry. You will have seen me talk about this in quite a few of my empties, because it is the one I am reaching for quite regularly at the moment when it comes to laundry. I tend to be reaching for this and Fluffy Fleece as my go-to laundry fragrances. Fiji Flower is a beautiful, fruity, floral, but fresh at the same time laundry fragrance. Makes the clothes smell amazing, lasts quite a while. So that was the laundry I got through. I used up a bathroom cleaner in Squeeze the Day. So Squeeze the Day is this bright lemon with a little bit of vanilla. Absolutely beautiful in cleaning. Okay, so this sad story here, as you can see the petals in here, this is a fragrance flower. I got a day out of this. I opened up a sea salt and avocado fragrance flower. My 3-year-old decided to go in and tip the oil down the sink and rip the fragrance flower up within a day that I had in the bathroom. So my poor sea salt and avocado fragrance flower was very short-lived. It has been replaced with the blue coconut beach fragrance flower. I'm finding this in the fragrance flower is quite light. It's not throwing as well as some other fragrance flowers I found. I do enjoy the scent blue coconut beach. I think I've got the wax bars in my club because I haven't actually got around to actually warming and trying out the wax bars fully, because for me it's just one of those scents that I want to warm in my bedroom in summer. I don't want to reach for this scent at the moment. So for the time being, because I do like how blue coconut beach smells, it is in my scentsy club till I can decide whether it's going to be a scent I want to keep to enjoy and warm in the summer. But saying that, I wish the fragrance flower in blue coconut beach was more fragrance, because as a flower it is quite light, and I don't know if it's just because it's winter or if it's just a light performer in flowers with blue coconut beach, because I do experience in other fragrances with the fragrance flowers. Maple rum cake lasted for days. I could smell that in the open concept area. Cashmere and corduroy filled up that bathroom. I'm just not getting great performance in the fragrance flower with blue coconut beach. I did open up my pack of cotton cleanups that came in my last Scentsy Club. So I have a mini light globe and a 20-watt light globe that I replaced out in some of my warmers. I can't remember which warmers, but obviously a couple of my warmers needed replacing with light globes. And then I have the blue 25-watt globe. This was in my daughter's blue gate warmer, and she changed it out for a green 25-watt light globe in her warmer. So I do remember what this one came from. I just can't remember where the other two came from. So we have a scent pack in Coastal Sunset. I popped that in my suitcase that I'm packing to go away with SFR, and a scent pack in Angel Experiment 624, which I revamped my Angel Buddy with because her scent pack went missing. My son has taken off with a scent pack from her somewhere, have no idea. So she was revamped with a new scent pack. And I will grab some more of those when that gets released on Tuesday. That scent comes up. So let's talk some pods, shall we? So, Cozy Vanilla and Pumpkin was in the air purifier in my bedroom, and I switched that out for Jammy Time. So currently in the air purifier in my bedroom, I have Jammy Time running. Cranberry, Pumpkin and Spice was in the air purifier in the lounge room, and I switched that out for Apple Picking. So currently Apple Picking is now running in the air purifier in the lounge room. So I switched out some of my Pumpkin and Spice for some of my Apple and Spice while we're enjoying this cooler winter weather. Then we had in the laundry, I did have Sandalwood and Tangerine, and I switched that out for Ocean Air and Coconut Water from our Sunshine State of Mind collection. I need to go and see if these are all sold out yet or not. So this collection is still available. I am absolutely loving the Ocean Air and Coconut Water scent. It's not very strong, but it is very clean. It is very crisp and fresh, and I am really loving this. I definitely want to pick up a few more of these particular fragrance pods for the bathroom and the laundry, because I feel like that's where I would use these pods to give that space a very clean, fresh, sweet, crisp, summery smell. I did pick up 2 of these pods, but I feel like I need more than 2 of those pods. So that was in, or is currently in the laundry. And then I switched out the Swollen Snowflake pods, which were in the bathroom, for Polar Bear Hug. So I currently have Polar Bear Hug going in the bathroom. And finally, I switched out the Vanilla Bean Buttercream pods that were in the kitchen and put Maple Vanilla Glaze in the kitchen. So that's kind of the pod situation that is going in the house at the moment. What else do I have? So we used up a room spray in the bathroom in Coastal Sunset. It has been replaced with Silver Bells. I tend to go through probably 4 room sprays a year, 2 during the summer, 2 during the winter in that bathroom area. So Coastal Sunset and I think Amazon Rain were the 2 room sprays I had over the summer period, which we've used up. Now it's been replaced with Silver Bells for our winter period in the bathroom area. So let's talk about some wax, shall we? So in the open concept area, which is my lounge room area and backs onto, I guess, the office area here, I had a combination of Apple Picking and Falling Apples going. So Apple Picking was from our Halloween collection in 2020, and it is a beautiful woodsy apple spice scent. I think it's got a little bit of a cinnamon, because you do pick up that little spice, but it is more deep and it is more woodsy, and it's woodsy like the end of autumn where you've got the crunchy leaves on the ground. And then I mix that with Falling Apples. So these are very similar, but Falling Apples is slightly sweeter and it doesn't have that added kick of the spice. So if you were to take the spice out of Apple Picking and add a little bit of sweetness, say early autumn as compared to late autumn, these were very similar. And they complemented each other really, really well. But if you're looking for something and you're in another region, because I know apple picking wasn't in region 1, they had a pumpkin collection during that harvest. If you were looking for something similar to apple picking, try Falling Apples. I don't know if it will come back with the autumn winter collection or our spring summer, because it was from our last collection. But for me, this was more an autumn winter scent. It just doesn't have the spice note, and it is slightly sweeter. So another combination I did in the open concept area, a day where I wanted a break from those heavy spicy scents, which I've been warming a lot of, and I've been really enjoying because they're scents that are right up my alley. But sometimes you just need to refresh the house and reset and get a bit of a break. I did a combination of Silver Bells and Arctic Kiss. Another one of my favorite combinations. Arctic Kiss is just this fresh air scent. There is a sweetness about it. I'm quite disappointed that we only ever experienced this as a scent of the month in Australia. I would have loved to have seen this come in Australia in our catalogue and be offered the pods and all the other things other than just the wax. But it was only ever a scent of the month here in Australia. I do get one every 3 months in my club, which is not enough. So I kind of wish he would even just come back in and bring back my bar so I can increase the quantity in my club. But I would have loved for it to come as a full catalogue item here in Australia, so I could have experienced all the things in Arctic Kiss. And then Silver Bells. This is retired from our catalogue. I have 2 of these every 3 months in my club because it is just a beautiful minty scent, slightly fruity, absolutely beautiful. And they go really well together. I'm not going to bend over and pick that up. We'll finish talking about that scent. I will pick it up later. Wouldn't be a showing with me without dropping something. So, what else did I warm in the open concept area? I'm sure I would have warmed more than that in the open concept area. So, honey pear cider, I know I had going at one stage in the open concept area. This is just a beautiful cider scent. It is from the current Bring Back My Bar. If you want it, you need to grab it before the end of this month because it is about to discontinue our Bring Back My Bar promotion. This did go into my scentsy club. It is honey and pear and just a little bit of spice. A beautiful, warm, spiced pear. Another combination I did in the open concept area was Apple S'mores and Harry Potter Gryffindor. And this is another fantastic combination that I love. But this is one that is definitely for a really cold winter's day because it is very rich and it is very deep. Apple S'mores is this very rich, deep, marshmallowy, woodsy, smoky apple. And then you've got Harry Potter Bravery and Determination Gryffindor, which is a smoky woods. Fantastic combination, but as I said, it's a very wintry combination for a cold winter's day. I do have a few Apple S'mores left and a few Harry Potter Gryffindors left. I didn't club these 2 scents because for me, they're warmed in a very short period of time. So, and I do need to have the day warmer and cool. So I think I've got another 2 each, which I thought would get me through this winter, hoping that maybe it will come back again before I need it again. I may even have enough to get through this winter and next winter, depending on how craveable this particular combo is for me this winter. So, is that all that I warmed in. Okay, there's my second bar of honey pear cider. My open concept area, I do normally do 2 bars. So that doesn't surprise me that there are 2 in there. So that's bedroom. I think that might be what was in. So that was what was in the open concept area. Let's delve into the kitchen, shall we? So when I'm not warming in the open concept area, I'm normally of a morning warming in my kitchen area, a lot of my bakery scents in the morning, then I'll turn off and go to the open concept area. My open concept area, I like to choose scents that last 2 to 3 days. My bakery scents I tend to change out every day. And I was finding some of these bakery scents were lasting a couple of days and they were strong enough to flow into the open concept area, which is probably why my open concept area this month is a lot smaller than what it normally is. So one day in the kitchen I was warming vanilla, cinnamon, maple. This was from a holiday collection 2 years back, and I'm kicking myself I didn't put this particular one in my club, because when it first came out and I tried it, I found it quite cloyingly sweet, but I wasn't taking into account that it came out as a Christmas collection, and in Australia our Christmas is in the middle of summer, so it was just too heavy for me in summer. Then I went back and warmed what little stash I had during winter and fell in love. So I kind of wish this was in my club so I could enjoy it in winter, because it is just a beautiful maple cinnamon that just sits in your kitchen in winter, and it's very warm and cozy. It is sweet, but it is still warm and cozy, and it's perfect for winter. So this is one of those scents that got away from me because I didn't take into account the time of year I originally was warming this when I first tried it. I'm now very particular with these type of scents. I will club them even if I'm not sure I want to keep them until I can try them at the right time of year. And then if I try them at the right time of year and still don't like them, then I will take them out of my club. But I wait, because I am a seasonal melter, I wait to melt them in the right time of year before making a decision whether I want to keep that particular scent or not. Then another day, and I think there's a couple of this particular, well, there might be only one, I don't know. Salted caramel cupcake. Another one from our current Bring Up My Bar, which is about to end at the end of this month. This is another one that went into my club. I wish it was a little bit more cakey. I get a lot more of the salted caramel than I get the cupcake, but it is still a really nice, enjoyable bakery. Not long lasting for me, so this is one of those ones that lasted about a day, but it's still a really enjoyable winter bakery for me. So then, okay, so there's my second salted caramel cupcake. As you can see, I do enjoy that one, and that one did go into my club. And then we have maple rum cake. So this was from our last Halloween collection last year, and to me this smells like a spiced fruit cake. It reminds me of a fruit pudding or a fruit cake at Christmas time. I absolutely love maple rum cake. It is in my club. It is not going anywhere. Absolutely love it. Then we have frosted ginger cookie. I get fresh ginger. It's quite a sharp fresh ginger, and then as it's warming, that cookie note comes through, that rich brown sugar cookie note. I am throwing my bars everywhere today. It is one of those days where we're just throwing away the clamshells. So this is another one in my club. I don't necessarily know if this one will stay full time, because this is one I enjoy, but I have to be in the mood for. I find a lot of ginger scents for me, I really do enjoy, but I've got to be in the mood for them. I enjoy them at Christmas time. There's something very Christmassy about a ginger scent. And in winter, I do enjoy the odd ginger scent here and there. But for me, ginger scents, I have to be in the mood for to want to melt them. So I tend to build up the stockpile of my ginger scents because I'm not warming them as frequently as I am other bakery scents. But it is in my club for the time being until I decide whether I want to keep it in there or not. Because, as I said, Bring Back My Bar is about to end and I don't want to be without it in case I do really enjoy it. In particular, bakery scents. We don't have a very big bakery section in our catalogue, so I tend to rely on the Bring Back My Bars and limited time only products with bakery scents, and my club to hoard bakery scents in, so I have a good selection to choose from. Another Bring Back My Bar, Sticky Cinnamon Bun. This one's going in my club. I really enjoyed this. I get more cinnamon than I do bun, but it's still really good, particularly this time of year. Then we have Salted Caramel Toffee. This is a rich, ooey, gooey, chewy caramel. Absolutely love this scent. It was one of our Christmas collections, and I really enjoy warming caramel during winter. Then we have Maple Apple Bourbon. So I picked this up from a Facebook D-stash about 3 years ago. It's been sitting basically in my collection since I started as a consultant when I picked this up as a Facebook D-stash. On cold, I was never really a fan of this scent, but I hear so many reviews in Region 1 how good this scent is. I just never got around to warming it because of what it smelled like on cold. I warmed this in the kitchen and I was pleasantly surprised. More of that maple come out. On cold, I smelt the bourbon, and I'm not a bourbon fan, but that maple and that apple came out, and it was warm, it was cozy. I really enjoyed it. Wouldn't necessarily say it would be club worthy for me, but for a cold winter's day, maple apple bourbon was quite enjoyable. Then one day I had broken into one of my hoarded bars of Central Park pralines. I have 2. I've now got 1 left. This is just a warm, nutty, crunchy caramel praline scent. Absolutely fabulous. I do wish I had clubbed this when it was a Bring Back My Bar, but I didn't. And I'm only now realising just how much I'm enjoying Central Park pralines. So, another day I did apple butter frosting. This is beautiful. It is apple and it's butter, rich butter, decadent frosting. It's not long lasting, but I do absolutely love apple butter frosting. And then I had going. So this one is again another D-stash one. As you can see, I've had it quite a while for how gooey it is. Apple cherry strudel. Again, not another scent that's not available here. I enjoyed this one, but I will say I like maraschino cherry cookie more, which was available here in our region. This one, to me, this was a little bit lighter. It wasn't as rich as maraschino sugar cookie, and I think because it was another cherry bakery, I couldn't help but compare it to maraschino cherry cookie. there was more of a sweetness about this because of the apple. And I was expecting it to be stronger than what it was. It was quite light for my liking. I was expecting it not to last long because I have heard reviews of how good it is when it's going, and it fuzzes out quick. So I was expecting the fuzz out that I got, but I was just expecting it to be a little bit more stronger than what it was. And again, I think it's because I was comparing it to maraschino sugar cookie, which is a lot more heavier and a lot more richer. Saying that though, I still did enjoy this. For me, this would be a cherry scent I would warm in summer in the kitchen, whereas maraschino sugar cookie would be something I would warm in winter because it's more heavy, it's more richer, it's more deeper. But the apple in here adds a brightness and a sweetness that to me makes this, for me personally, something I would enjoy more in summer in a kitchen. But it's not available here in our region anyway, so if it did come to our region, I would definitely pick up more. I'm not sure whether I'd club it or not because I do love maraschino sugar cookie so much, but it is something I would definitely pick up more of. So I think that was it for the scents I warmed in the kitchen and the bakery. Let's move on to my bedroom, shall we? So I had Velvet Moon going one day in the bedroom. This was in our last catalogue. It's a beautiful, perfumey, almost musky floral. I am hoping they bring this back with the next catalogue because it is very pretty. It is currently in my club. I don't know that I'll probably keep this in my club long term. As much as I enjoy it, there are a lot of perfumey bedroom scents that I have, but this is really pretty. Then another day I was doing the Scentspirations Candy Cane Buttercream. So this is just a soft mint with that vanilla bean buttercream. You do get more of the vanilla bean buttercream than you do the candy cane. The candy cane's just in the background there. And it's not long lasting. I get about a day's worth of this. So I do find this on the light side and not long lasting. But when it's going, I do enjoy it. It is currently in my hat club because I do have a little stash I've been working my way through. I have 2 bars of marshmallow mint in my club, or will be staying in my club. It is absolutely beautiful. Sweet buttermint. Again, not long lasting, but it is stronger than the candy cane buttermint. If I had to choose between the two, it would probably be marshmallow mint because it is stronger. If I were to throw a couple of bars in the open concept area, I could get a light hum, whereas I think candy cane buttercream will kind of get lost in my open concept area. But for me, they're bedroom scents anyway, which is why they were warmed in my bedroom. Another one that's not available here in our region, which I picked up on a Facebook de-stash, and you can see by how yellow the clam is with how old it is. I think this was all from the same de-stash, that maple apple bourbon. So I've had these floating around for like 3 years. Winterberry apple tea. Absolutely love this. Wish they would bring this to our region. I'm starting to warm bars I'm hoarding, like ones I pick up from de-stashes that are not available. It's just this rich berry and spice and apple, honey, sweetness. It's warm, it's cozy, it's everything. I feel like they tried to with the hibiscus, hibiscus, raspberry hibiscus tea. They've offered to all regions this catalogue season. I feel like they tried to make a summer version of Winterberry apple tea, but Winterberry apple tea is by far superior. I do enjoy raspberry hibiscus tea. I would have preferred they gave this to us in a winter catalogue. Tahitian Black Orchid. Again, I don't know that I'm going to keep this in my club. I put it in my club because of how pretty it is, but it's so light. It hardly froze. I love how perfumey and floral and pretty this smells. This is from a Can't Bring Back My Bar. I'm just finding it on the light side, which is a little bit disappointing. And then I had Fluffy Fleece. I finally got around to warming this to decide if I want to keep this in my club or not. I think I'm going to wait before I take this out of my club to see what's coming back with the next catalogue before I make full decisions with this, because I surprisingly enjoyed this in my bedroom more than I thought I was going to. Absolutely love this in the laundry. But I remember not enjoying this as much in the wax. This was nice and warm and cozy. I warmed it at the perfect time. And I think when this came out, it came out as a Christmas collection. Again, wrong time of year. Now it's colder. This is cozy. It is but it is sweet and perfumey. It's perfect scent for this time of year in the bedroom. So I'm definitely enjoying it more in winter. But again, is it club worthy for me? Still haven't quite decided with Fluffy Fleece. So I think that's all what I got through. Nope, there's a second Tahitian Black Orchid. So I think that's all what I got through in the bedroom. So the rest of this is basically the bathroom, the laundry, or the kids' room. So my daughter went through in her bedroom a bar of Aladdin 3 Wishes. This is just a blueberry cotton candy. Very sweet, very juicy. I kind of wish I hadn't taken this out of my club. I took it out because I felt Berry Bright was very similar, which is in our catalogue, but I definitely do enjoy this a lot more than I do Berry Bright. And then she was working on some of her Love and Kisses mini. As you can see, there are only 2 cubes. This is like a peaches and cream, basically. So we do need to finish off her Love and Kisses mini. She tends to do 2 cubes at a time in her room. And that's how she started off. She had 2 cubes in there. A few days later, when that dissipated and died out, I just threw the rest of the bar in her room. I will do a whole bar in her room at a time, because then I don't need to change her wax out for over a week. When she does it her way with 2 cubes at a time, we need to change her wax out 2 days later, because it doesn't last as long as if I were just to throw a whole bar in. So that's basically what was going in my daughter's room. Aladdin and Love and Kisses mini. So we had Pacific Mist. So this was our current scent of the month. So yes, is it our current scent? Yes, so this is our current scent of the month now for this month. Going in the bathroom and the laundry. This is a beautiful beachy, but it's also perfumey at the same time. There's a slight, even though it's aquatic and beachy, there is this almost body care perfume to me. I am really enjoying this scent of the month. I am even considering clubbing it. And for me, aquatic scents aren't normally my things. And for some reason, this one, the coconut air and ocean water from, which we're about to talk about in a moment actually, which I packed to take away. It should be in my empties, but I packed it to take away because I'd only got through half a bar. So I also got through half a bar of coconut, here it is. I haven't packed it to take away, I've put it aside to pack to take away. So I also got through, as you can see, half a bar of coconut air and ocean water. So this is from our current State of Mind collection. This is beautiful too. This is suntanny, fresh air, beachy, aquatic. It's got a perfumey note, but it's not as perfumey as the Pacific Mist. That's more of a girly perfumey. This is more of a tropical perfuming note. This one, Orchard by the Sea, Pacific Mist, all three of them, I am absolutely in love with. For someone who doesn't love aquatic scents, I am in love with them and want to club all three of them. And normally, you don't see that happen with me. I kind of feel, and this is just my thoughts, between the three of them, I wouldn't be surprised if at least one of them makes it to a catalogue in the near future. Whether it's our spring, summer, or our autumn, winter, because I do tend to find even in our autumn, winter, we tend to get a lot of spring, summer scents here in Australia. So I wouldn't be surprised if there is a little bit of competition between those three scents to see which one of those three scents make it to a future catalogue. But this one's probably going to be clubbed for me too. And then another day I did Palm Beach Breeze. So this was from an older summer collection. This has more of a salty sea air note. It's not as perfumey. It's not as sweet as the other two. So as you can see, I had this very fresh aquatic vibe going in my bathroom and my laundry. So I'm not as in love with this one as I am in the other three. I could take or leave this one. This is just a little bit too salty sea air for me. Okay, so moving away from those beachy vibes, it was our wedding anniversary this month. So during that day, I put down the aisle in the bathroom and the laundry. This is a sweet green aquatic floral, so I did have that going during our wedding anniversary. And then because I have a kind of collection of cologne scents going, I'm slowly trying to work my way through my cologne scents because they're just not my vibe. Cologne scents are just not my thing. But I do have a little bit of a collection when it comes to those scents because they're not my thing going. So I'm trying to make a concerted effort at least once a month to pull a scent that is not really my thing, that is not really my vibe, just to get it out of my stash. And so this month it was Justice League, very cologne-y. I had this going mainly in the boys' room and then a little bit in the laundry, I think, area. But this is like a very sharp, almost peppery cologne to my nose. I think I have one more bar of this because I do tend to get these in collections, in warmer bundles or in consultant kits. I don't necessarily go out of my way to buy these type of scents, but for instance, when I wanted the group warmer, the group warmer came in 3 bars of the Marvel 9 ROMs. I didn't want the Marvel 9 ROMs bars. I don't enjoy the Marvel 9 ROM bars, but I wanted the group warmer. So I had to kind of take the Marvel 9 ROM bars because it came with the group warmer at the time. So I did get my way through one of my cologne bars. And last but not least, I have 2 oils I'm going to talk about. I did use more than 2 oils in my diffuser, but they weren't scentsy oils. You will see more about those oils when I do my vendor empties at a later date. But the 2 scentsy oils that I had going in my diffuser, coconut and sea salt. This is beautiful. I am really enjoying this. It is just it smells like the flesh and the coconut juice from a coconut with just a little bit of an aquatic note. It is absolutely amazing. And then the other one I had was Golden Pear Nectar. This is going so well with my honey pear cider. This smells just like a juicy pear that you have just bitten into. So this was from a Halloween collection of oils. That is my empties. So I hope you enjoyed my scentsy empties for the month of June. I will be on again soon with some more videos. Until then, stay safe and bye for now.